Welcome to Reaper Life 3, Episode 11. In this episode, we do the Lordsmarch 1 chain, and we are level 12. And with me today, I have Gijo. Thanks for being here, buddy.
Hey, thanks for having me.
You look really good as a tiefling.
I love what they did with the Tiefling visuals. I think they just really knocked it out of the park. Every combination I've tried has just really impressed me.
I'm really pleased with how the tiefling look as well. So you're our one new member for this season of Reaper Life. How did you enjoy being a part of the crew?
I had a blast. I mean, everybody that's in the crew is people that I've grouped with, a lot, whether it's, the entire group or just individuals, 2 or 3 men and stuff. So I'm real familiar with all the folks there, enjoy running with them. And just having it as a static group like that, it was a blast.
Yeah, so we run together like pretty much every day. We raid together, but we don't always we don't always grind out our lives together because we're kind of on different schedules. And you actually level a little bit faster than me, so it just doesn't always work out. Sometimes our paths will cross, but this time doing a whole life together is something, we've never done before, which was really cool.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it.
So you are representing rogues and assassins, and one of the things I've really liked about Reaper Life is the diversity of classes and builds that we've had. It's not just six monks and warlocks. We've had a variety of classes and builds every time. So I was wondering if you can talk about your experiences playing a rogue and an assassin in Reaper mode, and because you're a big rogue fan, I know how much you love them. So if you could talk about that, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, they've made various changes to rogues that have really affected their stealth ability. So playing a rogue or like say an assassin solo, a lot of times it ends up just being a melee character. The tremor sense that like spiders and similar creatures have make it impossible to stealth. Reapers are very difficult to stealth, so you can't really do it easily solo, so you end up just kind of playing as a melee. But even with just one other person, it goes back to the old standard of aggro management. If you can let that other person or other couple of people get the aggro, it plays awesome. I have a lot of fun with it. It's then easy to sneak up on mobs and assassinate, and they've made some changes that make it so assassins can assassinate so many more monsters than what we used to be able to, that really have increased their power and utility as an assassin.
How do you like playing an assassin in Reaper mode?
With the group, with a good group, I love it. It's great because if you have a tanky like person or somebody who loves to rush in to hit those big DPS numbers right away, they grab all the attention. So I can almost always walk up and get a double assassinate and then melee until my assassinate cools off, and immediately drop back into into sneak mode and usually get another double assassinate. So it's an insta kill that works very well in Reaper, and I think insta kills is kind of where Reaper mode is at a lot of the time. You got to kill things quickly, and if you can get rid of those 5, 6 other mobs that are, beating on you and get rid of them quickly, man, it just makes such a huge difference.
I remember in speaking with you about rogues in Reaper mode how you spoke about sort of being disciplined as a player, like not rushing in right away, letting the others go in first, getting initial aggro, and then you can come in right behind them, but just, waiting a second or two for others to get the aggro, then you can get all roguey.
Exactly. Playing a sneaky stealth type style with assassin is all about patience. You gotta let somebody else wake up the mobs, if you will. And one of the things they changed about assassin is it used to be that you had to be in a position to get sneak attack damage, meaning that you had no aggro on you. Well, now the only requirement is that you be in sneak mode, so you're crouched down in that stealthy sneak mode. But if the mob's already seen you and coming at you, if you're lucky with the timing, you can still hit that assassinate before they hit you and knock you out of sneak mode. So it's added another I guess, dimension or flavor to the play style that is a lot of fun.
We only went to level 20 in Reaper Life 3, but I just had a question in the live stream the other night, and somebody asked, is Rogue viable at endgame? I was wondering if you could speak to that for a moment.
Well, I have 7 playable tunes. Now, most of them don't have a lot of past lives or all that, but 7 tunes that I can fire up and jump in and help a group out, and I feel is good enough to be to be a contributing member of the group. And of those 7, 4 of them are rogues or rogue variants. um, I love playing rogue. I have no problem playing rogues in epics. In Epic Reaper, Legendary Reaper, I have no problem playing them with that. Gijo, my assassin, is by far my biggest DPS tune. I got the insta kills, and I've got the utility of being able to disable traps and unlock doors. So I have a blast with it.
I remember, and I think we talk about it briefly in this episode, but we were all so much looking forward to getting to level 12 so we can get our tier 5 enhancements, and that's when you get your assassinate ability. I know you were really looking forward to that in the series.
Oh yeah, that's a huge step up because until I get that assassinate, I'm kind of really just a squishy melee tune. I mean, I felt like I did all right in our series, and usually I feel like, yeah, okay, I'm going to do okay as a melee tune because I've got a lot of dodge, I've got blurry and things like that to mitigate damage and avoid damage. But man, the feeling of power just jumps up so much at level 12 getting that assassinate.
We've really turned a corner in the series at this point because at level 10, between 10 and 12, you're getting huge power boosts. At level 10, you get your tier 2 Reaper trees, and then you also get access to your higher tier Caneth craftables with your insightful slot stuff. And then at level 12, we get our tier 5 stuff from our enhancement trees. So we've turned that corner. And I remember in the series at this point, it just felt like we were blowing through stuff so fast. It almost felt like nothing could hurt us. And it kind of gets ridiculous from this part of the series forward. And I'm wondering, if you can at all speak to like our goal of the series, which was to show that you could do mid-skull heroics, that you could work up to a point where you could do them quickly and efficiently.
I think the real key to doing mid or higher skull content quickly is the willingness and ability to work with the others and communicate. Um, even I run solo a lot, and I do pug quite a bit. I'll join other people's pugs, and there are people out there that I know it's like, okay, I know how this person likes to play, so it's real easy to work with that person. And just a little bit of communication goes a long way. And I think that's one of the biggest things that we really showed through this series is that we're constantly talking. Every time we'd come up with a door, it was like, okay, let me get the aggro, or let me do this first, or okay, you're going to do this, and Ina, you're going to do that, and little mama, you're going to do this other. It was that sort of constant communication that I think is one of the things that people need to take away from this is that you can do this and do it relatively easy with just communication and teamwork. That's the big things you need.
I'm wondering, is there anything else that you'd like to talk about, or your experiences in Reaper Life, or anything about the series at all?
Well, it's I one of the things that I both enjoyed about it and I found frustrating about it was the nature of doing a static group, because now you're trying to get 6 people, all to get on the same schedule to go. But man, once we got all 6 of us online, we were flying. We were having a blast. We were laughing and joking. And that's the big thing with any game, right? Is you got to be having fun, and having a shared goal like we did, coming out to say, okay, we're going to do mostly R5s and we're going to show that you can do these quickly and efficiently, that sort of stuff. It was fun for me to have that shared goal, knowing that everybody was working towards the same thing. And that made it a blast once we got rolling.
Well, I think that pretty much covers it. Is there any other word, anything else you want to say before we wrap it up?
Like I mentioned before, one of the big things is to have fun. Um, and Reaper XP is available at all levels, heroic, epic. Some people will argue that it's you can get more Reaper XP quicker at the legendary levels. But this game is all about TRs now too. You got racial TRs, heroic TRs, epic, iconic TRs. Well, while you're doing all these different TRs, you might as well get the Reaper XP you can, and have fun while doing it. So push the challenge a little bit to where it's fun. If you get to a point where maybe you've pushed it too far and you're dying a lot, you're using a little resources, call it, recall out, reset the quest, step it down just a little bit, and go back in there with the intent of having fun. Don't get caught up on I got to get the biggest numbers I can every time. Do what's fun for you, but push the challenge a little bit because if you challenge yourself and you succeed at it, that's a great feeling too.
That's good advice. I try to, as often as I can, I try to encourage people or to remind people to never stop having fun. That's why we do this. So it's an easy thing to lose sight of. We get caught up in the grind or we get caught up in the farming of loot or whatever the case may be. That, if the game starts to becoming not fun, then, the game's going to die for us. And so, if you're stressed out or you're not having fun, then make some kind of a change.
Yeah, well, like Nimvind and myself, we're real big on cosmetics. We love playing around with the fashion of DDO, if you will. Seeing what kind of looks and themes we can put together. That's part of the fun. I had a lot of fun with constantly changing cosmetics. I'll have two and three hot bars set up with different cosmetics just to change the looks from one quest to the next, even because that's part of the fun for me. So figure out what makes it fun for you and go with it. And if it's not fun, step away, take a break maybe. But it's all about the fun.
That is true. Figuring, like you said, figuring out what's fun for you, and all of us enjoy different facets of the game. For some people, it's trying to beat the raid at the highest possible difficulty. For some, it's trying to beat the quest, in the fastest possible time. Other people enjoy the more social elements, or, like you really like cosmetics, and Nimbin's really into cosmetics. Maybe you're trying for your Reaper rings, whatever the case may be. We can all have fun in our own way in DDO. Well, Gijo, thank you so much for being a part of this introduction, and we're going to get right on to Reaper Life 3, Episode 11 in Lordsmarch Plaza. We're all here. This one's pretty common for us to do 5 skulls. We've definitely done higher though. Like, we probably wouldn't do 5 skulls if we had 6 people. Probably be doing like our 6 or 7.
If you spawn scorpions, for every single scorpion you spawn, voodoo will kill you.
Yeah, I support this message. Say when.
Go.
Yeah, don't spawn scorpions. Hopefully you know how to do that. If you don't, I'll be happy to explain. Other special instructions to follow when we get there.
Unzipping.
Remnant. There's a collectible down here.
How you like that spell song vigor?
Oh yeah. We're never gonna run out of spell points or hit points now.
Woohoo!
Moral of the story: Spellsinger bards trivialize everything.
Think so?
If only they can give us clickies back.
Well, think about it. We've needed next to no healing pretty much since I got the sustaining song. And now we're regenerating spell points pretty easily. Just need someone to do actual DPS or insta-kills.
I mean, like, we did, have some deaths since you got sustaining songs still.
Yeah, but
I
those are
got my
mostly
Phantasmal
one-shots.
for now.
Come on, Nimbin. Quit dick dancing. You're slowing us down.
Sorry, I saw a rock.
Let's go. Going through the village. We're gonna Diplo, not Intim the boss.
I got that covered.
Famine and a plague. Where'd that plague go?
It's dead.
Gone.
Dead.
So it's dead then?
Kaput.
Ran out of hit points.
Go, go, go.
There's a collectible.
Is it delectable?
74 Diplo. I got this.
Did you invest in Diplo?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Bart,
I always,
go talk to the leader and just
I'll
do
get it.
Diplo. And
I always-
everybody else get the breakables, please.
I always like to tell people to invest in Diplo if they have aggro issues, because it helps alleviate some of that.
In reality, I think you could get away with it if you have a Diplo in low 30s.
After you're done there,
Collectible.
Mama can give you a D-door, or I can.
I have D-door.
Oh, right. And then you can just D-door talk to the guy and run back.
Yeah, let me pick up these 2 collectibles. I'll be right back.
The rest of us can go to the southern passage.
I'll catch up.
Doesn't look like we need to shrine. God, I'll never forget that life when we had both the different kinds of bards. All the songs. That was so dreamy.
The aria and your aura and the Spellsinger songs were really good.
It was amazing. Lost soul.
Imagine when Nimbin's in his final build as a scoundrel chiefling, and that same build I did during that life.
I'm imagining it so hard.
But in raids. Imagine how strong our freaking groups are gonna get.
Yeah, if you ever came to raids.
I'll have to when I'm at level 30.
Burn.
Sick burn.
You won't be raiding. You'll TR another tune and start this crap all over again.
I really don't want to. I just want Nimbin to have all the stuff. I don't really care about the other guys.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw an invis.
Like, I might get Meister a few more lives and Volnut a few more lives, but only specific lives.
And run. Don't fight anything. Just run.
Yeah, that's kind of how I'm doing my tunes too. I mean, I want to do epic completions, you know, my tunes, but
Even if we get Fear Reaper, just keep running. We can come back for it.
I'll probably get to the thing before y'all do with Bard speed.
That's fine.
Yeah, that was my favorite version, was in RL2, because... No, it wasn't RL2 that I did that one. The one I'm thinking about is when I went full War Chanter and only 4th tier Swashbuckler. So I had every single aria.
Yeah, that was when I first did the Spellsinger War Chanter build after they redid the songs.
But, like, the cool thing is that you get the 1% from Swashbuckler, right? Up to 20% speed.
Run speed, yeah.
And then from War Chanter, you get, like, another 10%.
Take out the casters first, please, and focus on the trash.
And then on top, you get a 15% action boost song.
If you need a freedom, call it out.
I think everyone else has inbuilt freedom except me, and I already gave it to myself.
Casters first, please. And yes, let's go for the traps.
And then there's sprint boost too. Like, I remember being super fast that life.
Traps are up.
Gijo, knock yourself out.
I'm gonna be at the door for the guards.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take the boss down here. So we're all in one place.
Yeah, that would be cool when Nimbin's said and done being the war buckler of the guild.
Reinforcements.
But it'd be cool to have like a raider spellsinger too.
Okay, finish it. Nice. 1047.
Look at those blue bars.
Right? Good job, guys.
I love Doris's hair. Go.
I wish that they would give Warforges
I
the
know,
option
right?
to have like hair-like things, like even if it's just like tubes or plates.
Oh my god, yeah. I would love if my Warforges could have pigtails like my Twitch emotes.
We should start a petition.
Yeah, once I get moved and get everything set back up, I'll get to drawing a picture for that petition.
I mean, it would be cool to. It would just add more personality to Warforged. It'd be kind of dope, you know. And they already have it for Doris, so it's possible.
Famine. Alright, keep plowing ahead. On R5, we shouldn't really need to do anything special. Ooh, but charming mobs up there is bad because it'll spike a red DA. But we'll just work with it.
Do you want red alert? Because that's how you get red alert. Yeah, don't forget to plan evidence. I mean, you could do it at the. You could do it at the end fight and get rid of those like shamans
Yeah,
there.
that's what I like to use it for. Everybody get on the seer, please.
Death block!
I don't see her.
They love the third destruction.
Shaman. I gotta get my collectible over here too after this guy's dead.
Remnants all over.
Let's go. Let's get this end fight open and done. The wand is really nice to use for like champion shamans.
Cheer.
Stuff here on the right. Looks like traps are done. Let's go. Let's get this end fight done.
There's a seer.
Let's get everything charmed in here. Everybody on Thorngak first, the Ogre Mage.
Famine Reaper.
Thorngak's back.
You said you wanted everything charmed?
As much as possible charmed.
I'm charming as much as I can.
Same.
I can only bear so hard. I'm bearing as hard as I can.
I can neck level stuff too.
I think we're done. Yeah. Just get your chest and go. There's a champ chest by the
Seer
stairs.
inbound.
Just loot and scoot. Here's a detour. 43.
1021 Reaper XP.
Nice work. Okay, we're all here.
Let's do it.
I'd be happy with one. Like I think I was saying earlier, like 123. 123 is a good number.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little while before you get that.
I don't know. When I hit iconics, I'm 100% sure in a couple of lives I can bust over 100.
I'd be happy with 62.
What's 100% sure?
Well, it's when you're 100% sure that you're 100% sure.
And you're 4 apples high.
For sure?
Well, like right now, if let's say I need 180,000 per point, and in legendary I can at least average like maybe a little over 400,000, right? That's at least 2 points for life.
Straight in. Don't fight.
Did you bring your Stone to Flesh scrolls?
Sure did. Clear this bottom out real quick.
I have my stone to flesh stick.
I like that mass hold.
Let's just go in this first door, please. And not go run to the end of the hall.
There's a carny on the way.
Yeah, let him come. Just an R5 carny.
Remnant by the door.
Remnant by the door. PK that thing. Let's go. Here we're gonna get the lever and go. Or no, I'm sorry, immediately
Yes.
to the right.
Yeah,
Through the next
let's
zone.
just go straight to the end fight because we don't really need to shrine anymore.
Somebody's behind. Hug the left wall here. I think we lost Gijo. Straight in.
Yeah, I think he did.
He said he's back.
He just
Salmon.
sent back.
I'm not shrining.
Me neither.
Nope.
Hey, Gijo caught up. Sweet. We don't even need to dick dance around with the window. Gijo, I keep trying to heal you and nothing's happening. What the hell's going on?
I've been noticing that too.
My heals are doing
Maybe he's
nothing to you.
bugged.
Oh, you might be bugged. Get these mobs charmed. We win. They lose. Loot and scoop. Anybody want a hand wraps?
No need here.
647.
Don't forget, if you detour, you gotta run out the gate.
Nice work.